Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we have the first video of MLB The Show 21 going on the channel. I meant to have a video out before, and we'll have more videos out obviously pretty frequently, hopefully throughout until I get out of school. But I just kind of took this first opening weekend and just did a lot of streaming. So if you're missing me, I'm gonna be live pretty much daily still, no matter what, if I'm not doing a video. So link in the description, twitch.tv/Serenity, and I will be there. You gotta go watch. We have a lot of fun over there. But yeah, so today we have the first video. We don't have our first gameplay video yet. Today I think I'm gonna do a couple tip videos to help you guys out if you're new to the game and if you're just, confused in general. And today we have a first one that I recommend people do at the beginning of the game every single year or as soon as you get the game, because I don't think you want to do this in like a couple weeks even, or months from now especially, and that's going to be Conquest. Now with Conquest, Conquest can be confusing. If you've never played Conquest, you go to it and you're like, what the heck is going on? You can watch the tutorials, but do you even watch the tutorials in the game? I don't think so. I mean, I think most people probably press X and just skip them. But we're gonna go over it. The reason I recommend doing it pretty frequently, or sorry, not frequently, pretty quick throughout the year, or the beginning of the year, as soon as you get the copy, is because they give you first of all a good reward this year, like a really good reward in the US/NA Conquest map, because they have the Toronto Blue Jays on there, and 89 overall Albert Pujols, which we'll go take a look at him in a second. But they give you a good reward this year, and they give you 3 cards. They give you also 6 gold cards per division, so you can help build up your team in every little way, shape, or form possible. And those cards can be useful later on in the year. If this is your first year playing this show, you'll not know that the last 2 years there's been a big collection pretty much towards like midway through this game cycle of where you have to collect all these type of cards, whether that be right here, whether that be the 42 cards, which are new, but I should go over like ones that have been in the game, like prospect cards, prime cards, award cards, signature cards, monthly awards, and all of these future stars, breakout, all-star, veteran, postseason, tops now, rookie. All of these type of cards, you would have needed to collect a certain amount of these throughout the year, or if just when it needed to buy them if you didn't have them, to get this beastly card of a collection reward for having all of these cards. 2019 they first introduced this idea to us, and it was a new legend at the time, Honus Wagner, and last year it was MVP Mike Trout. Who knows? I imagine they're gonna do it again this year. Who knows who it could be? I don't know if you get much better than Mike Trout last year. It was probably in some people's books the best card in the game, but I recommend doing it because those in the program you get, let's just go to it real quick, you get, like I said, you get the 89 overall rookie Albert Pujols, but you also get this 79 overall veteran Walter Johnson. You get this where is it? You get this other rookie. You get 2 rookies in this set of Bryce Harper, and you also get 6 prospect cards as well. That'll help you get these collections done. So I think it's a pretty good reason. I mean, it's not even mentioning the fact that you get a good amount of XP and stubs. And this year, there's a new system called Parallels, where you can literally play offline. My team was gone for a second. You can literally play offline. Oh, well, I guess the servers are down. As I be right back. All right, we're back after like 20 minutes of waiting. We are back. So like I was saying with the Parallels, I believe, actually, wait, I think they gave me, wait, my Griffey might be glitched. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know what to say. I didn't, well, okay. Anyways, let's continue the video. Let's use Griffey as an example. Parallels, the Conquest grind is really good for Parallels because it can help you get the stats, because parallels this year is if you get to a certain tier, you get a +1 boost or a +2, +3, +4, +5 at the end boost to all the attributes on the entire card. I got Pedro Martinez and Griffey pretty much to their third stages, and most of the cards in my lineup that I used during the run. And with Pedro pitching wise, I used him for the entire time and for all the Conquest maps. And he's out of the way of the purple parallel. So if you want a pitcher you want to do, or just want to parallel your cards, it helps as well. So anyways, back to the Conquest. We go back to the Conquest. You're like, well, how do I start? What do I do? We're just on a map. There's a bunch of team icons. Your team icon or place is in the middle of the Twins and Rockies area, above the Royals. You're like, what do I do? Well, here's what I do. And you don't have to do what I do. It's just something I've always done. I've done it since, I think I did it a little wrong in 16, but I think I've done this ever since MLB The Show 17, and works pretty well. This year, I will say, though, the CPU seems to be a little more aggressive, so you may have to take over their territory a lot more often than maybe prior years. But this is what I started to do. So you start on the attack phase. So if you don't know Conquest, the attack phase is a phase where you can move your tallies onto other marks on the map, and where you can attack other tallies on the map of other teams if you're close to them and have more fans in your territory than them, or just have fans in your territory to attack, or have spare room with. Which what I mean by that is, in this tally right here, I have 8 tallies. If there's 1 in that tally, then I can't move it anywhere or fight with it. So I hope that makes sense. So what do you do on the attack phases in the beginning usually is you just kind of build a foundation. You move around here. What I like to do is I like to make a couple spaces. I probably should have started right there, honestly. Then I go around here, and then I go up. Why do I go up, you say? Because my goal is to go to the west. There's different ways you can attack this. I think people have done other ways before, but this is how I do it. I spend my first turn building a little around my main Conquest stronghold, and then I go up and start heading to the west from the very top of the map. Kind of like in Montana, North Dakota area-ish. I don't know geography. And the reason I do that is because I like to go over here, and I'm not going to do the entire thing in one video because that would just take too long. I'm just trying to show you the tips. What I do is I go over here into, after several turns, I start going down. And so the idea is I have this entire area up to myself, and then I'm going to try to claim the whole west coast. I'm going to do that by just simulating. I will probably go to the point where we have to sim a game just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. I'll just kind of show you what I'm doing and what I'm thinking about here. But this is just a simple process I like to do. You don't really need to do, as you saw, you don't need to do the steal fan phase right away. You don't need to do the move fan phase. You have no fans to move, and you just go over here. You go over here, you'll have other teams start attacking each other at the same time. You can press square while they're doing that to kind of skip that stuff. But now we're all the way over here at the Seattle Mariners. Now, what am I going to do? I have 6 fans. They have 1 in this tally. I'm going to simulate. I'm going to click on there. By the way, can only do this on attack modes. You click on the icon, and it'll be this screen. You have a fan distribution. You'll be on the left. They'll be on the right. Well, I did that backwards. Camera's flipped. You know what I mean. We have 5 million fans in ours. They have 1 million. The simulation chances, we have a high chance of winning. You can also play this game, which I don't know if you can see the amount of tallies on the board. If you want to play that many games, by all means, go ahead. I do not recommend that at all. You'll be spending weeks on this, and you don't want to do that. So basically, right now, I just do this. Simulate. You can't see it behind me, but unfortunately, I can't see it. But what happened was, they had 1, we had 5. I took, it's a RNG, it's a random number generator. It's a random chance that our team fans will go down and their team will go down. So what happened when that one was, we didn't lose any and they lost theirs, and so we won. And now that space is ours on the map. We have it, we take it over, and we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna go up and we're literally gonna claim the entire west coast. So this, we're gonna surround it, we're gonna make it ours. And once I get through here and get over here to where the Giants tallies are, I like to get to like right here, I'd say, right next to where the Mariner and Giants kind of are, kind of by the start of the A's. And then I'd like to go in like right here, because you don't want to forget about this empty area over here. If you just simply go down the coast and leave this area alone, you're going to be in trouble, because you're going to have all these spaces and less fans to work with. Because when you claim these areas when there's nothing there, you got more fans to distribute. The more areas you have on the board, the more fans you have to distribute. So yeah, I also could recommend maybe spending a turn to boost the amount of fans you have in your stronghold, or maybe just claiming the area around your stronghold once you have a foundation over here, because if other teams have more than one in their area right next to you, they can choose to attack you, and then you'll have to waste your time defending your own stronghold when you want to go after others. So that's basically what I do. Kind of what the idea is to explain the other phases, like steal fans phase. This is a phase where you can press X, and when you press X, this is what you do. You have the option to steal fans from all 30 MLB teams. Now, when other teams claim other teams, that team will be gone and like erased from existence on the map. So what I've seen before in prior years, like teams like the Blue Jays go rogue, like they own the entire East Coast, like the Red Sox. It's kind of random sometimes. I've seen the Marlins go rogue, just have like every spot on the board almost. And so you'll be facing them. And what stealing fans does is, say I choose to fight the Seattle Mariners in this. They have 8 million fans, or well, 7 million in their stronghold minus 1, because they have 1 as a foundation. You can steal up to 5 million fans. Now let me get this out of the way real quick. As you can see, you can have different difficulties to steal fans. So 1 being rookie, and the hardest being 5 for legend. So you can choose to play a game on legend if you really want to, but it's not necessary. When you do that though, if you do choose to and you win, they will have 2 million fans in their stronghold, and all 5 million of those are yours. There's no well, there's a couple goals. There is, I think, just one goal, and where you have to steal fans. Actually no, there's 2 goals. It's a little different this year, so maybe not. I don't think, I wouldn't really recommend it too much in the beginning, I guess. Well, you could actually do it in the beginning to build more of a foundation, which is actually kind of a smart idea. So maybe see, I'm learning things as well. I didn't know you need to steal 7 million fans. So maybe you can do that. So maybe when you I would only do it to just like build a foundation and maybe get more space over here on the first couple turns, I guess. But when I surround this area ultimately with my own markers, I'm not gonna fight them yet. And you're like, well, why wouldn't you do that? You know, you want to take them over, right? That's the main goal. I think it's better, and I don't know, you maybe you want to do it the other way. I think it's better to get every single marker on the board that isn't one of these team logos, like the A's, Giants, or Mariner logos, because you will have more and more fans to reinforce. And when you're ready to attack them finally, and when you have the entire board to yourself, you can put and reinforce all the fans. You'll have like over 99 million fans to reinforce with each turn next to the team logo, and then you can play a game on rookie. So like if I were to go attack, let's get out of this phase, let's reinforce a little bit over here. As you can see, these teams over here are trying to fight. I guess I should explain real quick on move fan turns, because now we can do that. Moving fans, you can only move from one that have more than one, obviously. And so if you want to move fans from here to over here, and by the way, they have to be connected. If the Rockies up here take this marker where my marker is on the board, then I cannot give fans from here to here anymore. the connection is gone. So if I were to give fans over here to say right here and like give like 4 million fans, you can't see it, but I'm trying to give them a 4 million fans. If I hit X, the turn will end. So you just got to keep aware of that. You can only move once and the turn will end. So after that, you go back to the attack phase and it's kind of rinse and repeat. So back to my other point, if I were to attack the Seattle Mariners right now with 3 million fans in my stronghold, they have 9 million in my territory, and they have 9 million in their territory, I would have to play that game at minimum difficulty of Hall of Fame. And so you want to, I think getting the entire map first gives you the ability to put up to 99 in the reinforcement area, to where you can play every single team, every single game on rookie. All you have to do is hit a couple homers and then just bunt the rest of the way and pitch. And then you can pitch with the guys that you need stats with for paralleling. So I think that's the best way to do it. And so I don't think there's much else to say. I could go over the missions real quick. Actually, you gotta steal 15 million fans. I didn't even read that. I don't really think it used to be that much. I don't know. I might be tripping. So maybe you do want to do a lot of steal fan games early. I guess that would be my recommendations for that. You gotta acquire 25 million fans, which we just did in the simple video. Steal 3 million fans, you get a pack. You steal 7 million fans, you get this Walter Johnson, which could be useful later in the year. Steal 15 million fans, you get 1500 XP and 500 stubs. You acquire 100 million fans, which you will by the time you're done. You get a pack and some XP and stubs. You conquer 100 territories, which you will by the time you're done. Some stubs and XP. Once you do the entire divisional conquers, like this will be at the very end, you can get these packs, which is repeatable each time you play Conquest. But you'd have to play Conquest, I think, 5 times through minimum to get each. Yeah, you'd have to do it 5 times to get every prospect from each division. And I don't know if I would do that. But you get these gold prospect cards. I can't really look at them right now. But after you take out the entire AL West, you get the pack, etc. So there's those. And then if you acquire 250 million fans, you get the Bryce Harper, some XP and some stubs. 250,000 or 250 territories of the template, stubs and XP. And then once you get all team strongholds on the map, you get this Albert Pujols, which looks pretty good. He's a left fielder, 105 contact, 74 contact versus lefties, 85, 88 power, pretty subpar defender, 58 speed, and you can parallel him. So he can get a +5 on everything by the time you're done, and you have a silver fielder at like third base or even first base if you want to put him there for free. And then once you get every single territory on the map, excluding the team strongholds, you'll get a 10-pack bundle and 3,500 stubs. If everything in that video I just talked about was useful and you used it to your advantage, let me know down in the comment section down below. I'd like to be as helpful as I can, especially the people that are new to the game. And yeah, if you guys are interested in more videos like this, I'll have a showdown video and a Team Infinity video out relatively soon after this. And yeah, I think that's all I gotta say, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new. Again, links in the description to my Twitter if you don't have a Twitter account. I tweet on there a lot. I have a Twitch account, which I stream pretty much daily on there. Link in the description. And yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. Have a great day, guys. Peace.